And so closer and closer, nearer and nearer, the big day we all await beckons. In exactly 4 days from now, by this time, we should be, starting collation. And then the results will start trickling in from across over 42,000 polling stations. I hate that soon, I wouldn't get to spend 30 minutes of my day with you on Campaign Uncensored, because after elections, no campaign. But, c'est la vie. It's life. So in what may be our penultimate episode, as on Thursday, all campaign activities across the country will officially come to a halt. And as you may already be aware, Accra will be a very hot place on Thursday, because both leading parties, the NPP and NDC, they are all holding their final rally in the region. Now, ironically, they're doing so in two constituencies that share a border. So, I also West Wuogon for the NPP. You cross and you enter Medina. NDC is also holding its final rally. So for Thursday, you can trust that your election hub, EIB, as always, we have you all covered. But today, let's focus on what is happening on the campaign trail. I remain Joshua Kodjo Mensah. Of course, Kodjo Uncensored. That's my name. Are you ready? Let's get into the stories for today. So you see that talk about, keep the NPP to protect free senior high school? Well, let me tell you about the butterfly man, Alan Cash. He says, shut up. Nobody will cancel free SHS.
President has done, the NPP has done. It will not matter in this election. They should stop talking about this free HS, because everybody will continue free HS anyway.
But Napo is back with a bang, a big bang. Now remember the term Sakawa. Well, the NPP's running mate has been explaining why that term does not exist again. He says it doesn't exist. Sakawa, no. And later, I will take you on a trip to Mensah, as well as tell you about the latest polls in town by Uncle Benef Singh. He has dropped it. You don't want to miss this episode. This is Campaign Uncensored, and the show starts now. Right, so we've got what? Less than 5 days to go. 4 days. Today is Tuesday, so tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then bam, Saturday. By this time, polling officially closed across the country, barring any unforeseen circumstances, and over 42,000 polling stations. And then we begin with Obiniyem. One. In fact, per the Electoral Commission's electoral laws, active campaigning actually ends on Thursday. And as you are aware, EIB, your election hub, has you covered that day. So it breaks my heart. Like, broken heart. Yeah, that Thursday would be our final show on Campaign Uncensored, but I have to serve it still. So let's begin. Our first stop today will be in the camp of the Afrofantoman, the Kinyelo, John Allen Kodjo Chamatin, now in a yet-to-be-aired interview with Bola Ray. And you should watch out for that very interview on Star Chat. Like, it's the biggest Star Chat interview before elections. On Thursday, it will happen here on GHOne television. Now, the final campaign day. So, the butterfly has waded into the whole free SHS conversation. Now, you know the NPP, they have campaigned heavily that vote for us, protect free SHS. If you vote for Yanum, they'll come and cancel free SHS. But Alan says, oh, even if it is UGCC that comes and contests and wins the election, free senior high school will continue. He says, the NPP, you know what, focus on economy and let free SHS challenge the whole jumping on free SHS and fact.
The economy is in crisis, and so whatever good things the president has done, the NPP has done, it will not matter in this election. They should stop talking about this free HS because everybody will continue free HS anyway. But the important thing is that the economy is in crisis, and both the NPP and the NDC have not given any indication in
apart from the economy. Has Nana Addo done well during his administration? Because he's out of office by January. So has he done well?
He's done, at least he did something very positive about insisting that he would make the free SHS happen. That is positive. There's no doubt about that. Because we cannot continue saying that, everybody would do something one way or the other. But education is always important. So that's positive. Agenda 111 is positive.
Okay.
But and of course, I'm saying that there may be other things in infrastructure that is positive. But I'm saying that the most important thing that affects the majority of Ghanaians
is the economy.
And the economy is in crisis. And the government has not demonstrated the capacity to be able to turn it around, and that's where the difference.
So apart from the free SHS, there is something else that the NPP also campaigns on heavily, and that has to do with the restoration of nursing training allowances. Now, the running mate to Dr. Baumia, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, aka Napo, he is urging nursing trainees to vote for the NPP to sustain the allowance. Now, addressing nursing trainees at the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital Training School in Kumasi, Dr. Poku Prempe says the restoration of the nursing training allowance has not only eased financial burdens on students, but has also significantly improved enrollment numbers. Now, he says, nurses, those of you who are learning, vote for the elephant. Osno, number 1, for a promising future for yourselves and also guarantee continuous support and better opportunities for students in the sector.
If the numbers have doubled between 5 years and now, you can just imagine the numbers that were here before Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo came to office. When we came to office, they had cancelled nursing training allowance for 2 years. They had cancelled it. And every nursing school I go to, the population between that time and now has almost tripled or doubled. Just imagine those of you who are sitting here. What's the number on roll now?
1,880. I'm not talking about.
I know. 1,880. Imagine 8 years ago, right? There were just about 400, 500 students out here. So every third student you meet, count yourself, 1, 2, 3, 4, and ask, where would you be but for free nursing training and free SHS? Ask yourself. Every 4 girls that congregate, right? 8 years ago, there will be only 1. Where would the rest have been? So never ever think that your tongue doesn't matter. Your tongue what? Matters.
The most important part of the human body on Saturday, kokromoti. But that's not all Napo has been talking about. I mean, when last did you hear the word sakawa? I mean, kai sakawa. Well, you remember it used to be very big. But now, we don't hear much of it. Now, let me tell you something. The Mensah South MP says, the name has vanished, and it is because it was tied to the NDC. So when NDC got out of power, Sakawa vanished with them.
Now, in the new MPP manifesto, we have said two things. We said we will continue with the payment of our family. We will start exporting nurses. So if we get any young workplace for you to work, we'll put you together and export you to Canada. All the people who go together and let us run.
Well, talking about Mensah, guess who was there today? John Dramani Mahama. Now, he says there was some propaganda around his name and a recent incident in Techiman, but it wasn't him.
And I think it will be a friend of fake news. It's really a barefoot computer. And maybe be a bit of because I own me. I'm not playing sorry, I'm a go back on our phone. So I had a picture at Taribo. And I almost can send almost a family and almost their computer. So I can't and send me anymore. So, yeah, seat of government any movie. Our more department or what on the Jumani says are fake news. No, I'm day at Tujan. I'm a pay me sorry, and now cramming. So, the conference a year. And see, me bonfire saying, I mean, found comrade. I'm a pay me sorry. There's a new Makofa and could I do a teaching man so I'm on to a ball and ball or two for a. Anything I'm saying, campaign not to security. I come and throw the. Nana way and so when they say Yanyamio Atasri, Onimobia Kumu, Onim say, yes, only they see him. GD say, Obeho Ghana Mobo, say, near Yumia Beye, a cow Mobo Ghana, a Sika Sema say, Yami, a big see him. Obabwa near CC, Sanyo Manina, na Bibia, Abe, na Ghana for a
So let's now cross over to the Ashanti region and speak to our man, Abdul Hanan Adam, who is with the Mahama team in the Ashanti region. Hanan, talk to me. Where exactly has John Mahama been aside Mensah, and what is the reception like in the Ashanti region? Hello, Hanan. All right, so we're getting close to get to Hanan and get that information on John Mahama's tour of the Ashanti region. Remember, yesterday, John Mahama says, you know what, anytime he planned to go to the Ashanti region, they were informed that Dr. Baumia, some way, somehow, was finding his way there also. But this time around, campaign at Tunsiomu. So he is taking over the Ashanti region. And you saw that video where he was addressing the chiefs and telling them that, you know what, fake news is one of the things that the NPP has resorted to describe discredit his campaign. But of course, that would not wash. And so we'll be getting back to Hanan Adam, who is with the GHOne Mahama campaign team. He'll be giving us some information on where exactly GHOne Mahama has been to, the message to the people, the reception in the Ashanti region. Because mind you, the NDC is very confident that the Ashanti region is no longer a preserve for the NPP. They have also made some significant inroads in the Ashanti region with predictions that they are likely to consolidate their gains with 2 more seats in the Ashanti region for the NDC. Let's cross over now and speak to Abdul Hanan Adam, who is with the GHOne Mahama team. Hanan, if you can hear me, talk to me as to where the campaign team currently is and what really is happening now.
Well, Joshua Kodjo Mensah, we are currently in GHOne, which is in the Asante Achim constituency here in the central region. And as you can hear, a large crowd of NDC supporters are here to listen to the message of the former president, who is also the presidential candidate of the opposition National Democratic Congress. Earlier, we were at the Mensah Palace, where the former president engaged with the Mensah Palace, even though yesterday there was some unfortunate incident with the Asante Hines convoy while he was returning from a traditional function in Nkranza and got attacked by some youth in Techiman. And here, currently in GHOne, which is one of the and there's a large crowd of youth who are here to listen to that particular message that the former president has to share with the people of GHOne. So let me briefly engage some of the people and find out what their expectations are with regard to the message that the former president would be giving to them here in Asante Achim. So you're live here on GHOne TV on Campaign Uncensored. I just want to find out from you, here in the Asante region, we know that it's a stronghold of the MPP, but what is you, an NDC supporter, looking forward to on December 7th?
Thank you very much, my brother. I'm the consensus organizer for Asante Achim South. My brother, as you see, Asante region is going to make wonders coming December 7th. Because if you look at the people gathering here, we didn't even take a bus to take someone from his house to this place. These people were here from morning to this time. You can see how the momentum is, how the crowd is going, and how people are ready to vote for NDC. I'm assuring you, Asante Achim South is making wonders. We are going to make wonders December 7th. We are making DC in December 7th. Our Mother Mami Akocha Safu Apia, for the first time in the history of Asante Achim, is going to take this seat for NDC, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is going to increase the vote that we get every 4 years.
All right, so that's the constituency organizer for Asante Achim South here in GHOne, telling us how confident they are of their chances of snatching the seat from the governing New Patriotic Party. And I must say that Joshua Alabi is the campaign manager for the GHOne Mahama campaign for election 2024. The former president himself is here ready to engage with the people. The former chief of staff, Honorable Julius Debra, is also here together with the Ashanti regional chairman and other regional executives who are making sure that the presidency is recaptured by the NDC on December 7th. Earlier, when we went to the Trobisu constituency, the former president highlighted that the NDC will not countenance any act of food sharing at the polls on Saturday. He made the point that the MPP intends to capitalize on sharing food to voters and security services and the media as one of their major attempts to rig the 2024 elections. And he says that the party will be very vigilant at the polls. And so these are some of the things that are happening. And so far, Joshua, we've covered about 30 constituencies out of the 47 constituencies here in the Ashanti region. And tomorrow will be the climax of the campaign before the former president heads back to Accra to hold that mega rally that will climax the 2024 campaign for the NDC. Back to you, Joshua, in studios.
Abdul Hanan Adam reporting live from Draso, where GHOne Mahama is meeting the people of the Ashanti region also to take his message there. 24-hour economy, 24-hour campaign, John Dramani Mahama on the trail. But before we go, now you know the polls, Global Info Analytics, Smart Sapon, they've all had their predictions. Now, one of the men that we've been waiting for, Uncle Ben Efson, he has today released his own. And he says it is one touch for Dr. Bawumia. So on your screens now is the front page of today's Daily Dispatch. Established 1998. Factually reliable. Reliably factual. That's Ben Efson. Now it says, Ben Efson's 2024 opinion polls out. Bawumia, 51.2%. Mahama, 47.1%. 9 others, 1.7%. Let me get into the paper. Now it says that the Daily Dispatch has over the past 18 months. So Uncle Ben Efson has been doing this for 1 year, 6 months. And it says, been conducting a series of opinion polls towards the December 7, 2024 presidential elections. The final one was concluded over the weekend. And the summary indicates that the flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mamudu Bawumia, who is also the vice president, is likely to win on the first round with 51.2%. So Uncle Ben Efson says, Dr. Bawumia, one touch. No, let's go for a second round. No, it won't happen. And it says former President GHOne Mahama, who is the flag bearer of the NDC, will get about 47.1%. And the remaining 9 presidential candidates will get a total of about 1.7%. So you add 51 to 47, you get your 98.3. And then the other ones will get 1.7. Okay. Now, the interesting part of this polls, and Uncle Ben, we are very good. This thing, I don't understand. He says, details of the various unpublished opinion polls conducted over the last 18 months will be published in a book about the 2020 and 2024 elections to be published by the end of January 2025. Uncle Ben, why? January 2025, by that time, we've sworn in our new president. And we should wait before you give us the polls and the details of the polls. What if, Uncle Ben, this polls, what if it doesn't manifest? So, in the book that will be launched in January 2025, what will we be reading? And what will be the essence of that? You let us have the thing. Let us scrutinize the thing. Let us go through the thing. Hey, Uncle Ben, you've done this over the years. So this one, January 2025, dear. Even Parliament is sitting on the 16th of December, Uncle Ben. So that's Ben Efson's poll right there. Bawumia, 51.2%. It is possible. Mahama, 47.1%. The reset is not resetting in this one. And then the 9 others, I'm sure when Cheddar sees this, he'll get very angry. Well, that is all time will afford us this evening on the campaign Uncensored. Thursday, we'll round it off here beautifully as we end the campaigns. And remember, the most important part of your body that you must protect. So if you have a thumb guard, wear a thumb guard from now till, December 7. Because this, Charlie, that's your power. Kukumiti power. Make a date with me same time tomorrow right here on GHOne television. I am Joshua Kodjo Mensah, and this has been Campaign Uncensored. You have a wonderful evening.
Somebody who's reliable, whose word can be trusted.